We got a good one this weekend, guys. Live from Las Vegas, Leon Edwards is going to defend the welterweight UFC Championship against Colby Covington. And my partners at DraftKings have an incredible offer for all new customers signing up using the promo code Sonnen. New customers bet just $5 on any of this weekend's fights, and you're going to receive $150 in bonus bets instantly. You can even use your bonus bets in DraftKings same fight parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets together within the same fight, including number of rounds and method of victory. Remember, DraftKings is the only place where you can bet same fight parlays. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Sign up using my promo code Sonnen or just click on the link below. Belal Muhammad came out over the weekend. He did an interview, says that he's the backup fighter for Colby versus Leon. Now, I text Belal. I've tried to get a hold of him to confirm this. I have failed to reach him. And I have to give that caveat, okay? My interpretation of what he said, I thought was very clear, that he had just received the call. He even went into detail to say that his weight was within striking distance, that he was in shape, but that he had just got the call. And that's the part I'm trying to confirm, because, see, that would really surprise me. Muhammad is clearly next. They haven't booked him, right? The deal was made the night he fought Gilbert. Let me back up. The deal was made the night that he fought Gilbert. And when he and Gilbert fought, that was kind of a save-the-day type moment. One of them was relaxing up in Canada, eating poutine. Like, I remember this part of the story. They tried to do the fight at 175. The other one said, no, it's got to be 170. They came down to 170. There was all these moving parts, right? It was just enough that I can remember this. And the rumor was, if you guys do this for us, we will make it a #1 contenders match. Fine. I believe that rumor to be true based on nothing else than the fact that Belal Muhammad has not been booked. He's not even looking for anybody else. He's always looking for somebody. He's always trying to get himself through the next fight, and he hasn't done that. So, if he was just called, why was he just called? Does that mean something more? Let's rephrase that. Because if he was just called, for sure it means something more. What does it mean? That's the only thing I'm after here. If he had been the backup fighter, I would assume that would have been established. I would assume that he knew that it should have been established, and eventually that phone was going to ring, which is why he was in shape and within striking distance of weight. The weight is one of the more compelling parts of this. You can't just get a call over the weekend for a weigh-in that's coming Friday and be able to make it. So, what a professional, first off, to Muhammad. What a professional. Am I hearing him wrong? I rewound it. I listened to it a second time. I thought it was pretty clear that he was saying he just got the call. If that is true, why the nervousness? What information came into the UFC that the UFC had to go and book a backup fighter on a card that has 6 guys in the weight class that are ranked in the top 10 currently? And it's very interesting from a couple of perspectives. Does it mean something if he just got called? Yes, it does. Does it mean that the UFC got wind of something? Yes, it does. How strong is that belief? How strong was that wind that got blown their way? What took so long in the first place that Belal was not already in this position? And moreover, you would also be confronted with the fact that the 3 fights, 6 athletes in the top 10 that are currently already booked have a meaningful amount of interest and attention on those fights. It speaks very well to the card. Which is why you would bring in yet a seventh person. Because you don't want to follow the plan that you already had, which was just to break up one of the fights, move one of the guys up. As it's gotten closer, your guys' interest level, ticket sales data analysis is coming in saying this card is strong, don't break it up. Call Muhammad. But I'm still wondering what it is that they heard. That's a scramble move. To potentially replace your main event 1 week before, oh, by the way, and not swear him to secrecy. That's a very added element, guys. I mean, let me just back up to the last time that we've seen this. It was in March. It was the trilogy. It was Usman versus Edwards. It was in England. Colby not only trained for that fight and got licensed for that fight, he reported to the fight. No one saw him. They didn't see him at the airport. They didn't see him at the hotels. Whatever they did to keep that secret. The reveal happened at the weigh-in. Weigh-ins are going on from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. local time. And Colby comes walking through the curtain. Everyone goes, what the heck is he doing here? I mean, it was one of those moments. It's how the UFC likes it. I disagree with that level of marketing. I disagree. The UFC can't tell me I'm wrong, and I can't tell them they're wrong because they've never done it. It would be an experiment. I've always thought there should be a focus on the what if. This is the first time ever we put a focus on the what if, and it came over the weekend in a statement that Belal made. If I heard the statement right, he had just gotten the call. He didn't keep it secret for a second. Got the call, said yes, picked up, went and did an interview. This is my interpretation. Why wasn't he sworn to secrecy? Why did he not keep it a secret like Colby did? Why did he not keep it a secret like the very first time we've ever seen a backup fighter in the form of Volkov, who came through the curtain and nobody even knew what he was doing there? We didn't even know what a backup fighter was at that time. What rumor has the UFC heard that they fear might be true? And which of the athletes between Colby and Leon did they hear the rumor about?